Hello everyone. So this is a class for quick revision for ACIO IB examination and SSC CGL examination. So the first group of facts are the head of states of different countries. So for Brazil, we have the President Lula da Silva, and he also awarded our Prime Minister Modi a few months ago. Now our Prime Minister also went to Argentina. Who is the president there? Javier Milei is the president, and he is known for anti-BRICS policy. He refused to join BRICS as a member when he was invited. Okay, earlier. Now coming to Canada, who is the current prime minister? The current prime minister is Mark Carney. And coming to UK, who is the prime minister there? He is Keir Starmer. Keir Starmer. So we have seen Lula da Silva, we have seen Javier Milei, Mark Carney, and Keir Starmer. Coming to Japan. Japan, Shigeru Ishiba is the current prime minister, but he has said that he is going to resign. Okay, so the question might come like, who is the prime minister who is going to resign in few days? So that is Shigeru Ishiba. Coming to Maldives, you might be knowing Mohammad Maiju, who also came to India, and our prime minister also went to that country, is the current president. Coming to Mauritius, in Ram Gulam is on a visit to UP, and he has also gone to Ram Temple, okay, in Ayodhya. So you can remember this कि चूंकि वो राम टेम्पल गए हैं अयोध्या में, उनका नाम है राम गुलाम. Okay, that way you can remember. Coming to Nepal, the interim prime minister is Susila Karki, and she was elected on a social network platform Discord. Coming to Germany, the chancellor there is Friedrich Merz. And coming to Pope, who is the new Pope? Leo the 14th is the new Pope. So we have seen everything. Now coming to head of constitutional bodies in India. So you have the first thing, NCSC. What is it? National Commission for Scheduled Caste. And then you have NCST, National Commission for Scheduled Tribe. Now, very recently, I think in 2018, we had NCBC. Okay, it was created. It is National Commission for Backward Classes. So the head of NCSC is Kishore Makwana. The head of NCST is Antar Singh Arya. And the chairperson of NCBC, he is the second chairperson, and he is Hansraj Ahir. Okay. Now coming to chairperson of NCW. NCW stands for National Commission for Women. So they recently, summoned Ranbir Allahabadi a few months ago. You might be knowing about that. So the chairperson of that is Vijaya Rahatkar. The chairperson of Minority Commission is Iqbal Singh Lalpura. Chairperson of NHRC is V. Ramasubramanian. And there is also one more fact you should know, that is the Panchayati Raj Day. It is observed on 24th of April. Okay, this year it happened in Bihar, Madhubay. Okay, now come to Indian heads. It is also important. So our Prime Minister Narendra Modi, so I should write the Prime Minister of India. Okay, he is by default ex officio chairperson of Niti Aayog, NDMA, National Disaster Management Authority, and the president of CSIR. Okay, coming to vice president, who is the current vice president? CP Radhakrishnan. Okay, CJI, who is CJI of India, or I would say Chief Justice of India, Bhushan Gavai. So how many judges are there in the Supreme Court? There are altogether 33 plus 1, 34 judges. Okay, the Chief Justice plus 33 judges. Okay, now come to Niti Aayog CEO is PVR Subramaniam. Niti Aayog Vice Chairperson is Suman Beri. RBI Governor is Sanjay Malhotra. Chief Economic Advisor is V.A. Nageshwaran. Attorney General is R. Venkataramani. Chief Election Commissioner is Gyanesh Kumar. SEBI Chairperson is Tuhin Kanta Pandey. Okay, so earlier she was Madhavi Puri Butch. Now Tuhin Kanta Pandey has become the chairperson of SEBI. Chief of Defense Staff is Anil Chauhan. That is also important. Now, Academy Award is also called Oscars for the year 2025. The Best Director was given to Sean Baker for what? Anora. The Best Actor was given to Adrian Brody for Brutalist. The Brutalist. The Best Actress award was given for Anora, to whom Vicky Madison. Best Picture, you might be knowing Anora is the Best Picture. And then Best Animated Feature Film is Flow. Best International Feature Film. So whatever movie will go from India will go in this category only. Okay. At times there have been films who have been nominated from India. So they are nominated in Best International Feature Film category. Okay. So the award has gone this year to I Am Still Here. And it is a Brazilian movie. Best Documentary Feature Film is No Other Land. Now come to a very important point. Who elects? Who elects the President of India and who elects the Vice President of India? Okay. So it says elected members of Parliament and state legislature will elect the President of India. What is the meaning of that? We are going to see in the MCQ. And it also says any member of Parliament will elect the Vice President of India. So recently we had the election of Vice President of India. So the Lok Sabha member will be voting in that because they are a part of Parliament. Okay. The Rajya Sabha members will be voting in that too. So the nominated members of Rajya Sabha, will they vote? Yes, they will vote in the Vice President election. The elected or nominated members of Lok Sabha, the elected or nominated members of Rajya Sabha, they are going to vote in the Vice President election. Okay, done. Now, come to the election of the President. The elected members of Lok Sabha will vote. Correct. The elected members of Rajya Sabha will vote. Correct. But the nominated members of Rajya Sabha will not vote in the President's election. Number one. Number two, apart from the Parliament, the members of state legislatures will also vote, given they might be directly elected. The people out there in the state legislative council are not directly elected. That is why they will not vote. But the member of legislative assemblies will vote. Okay. Now upon that we have a question. Who among the following are not members of college? College means group of people who votes for vice president's election. So member of Lok Sabha will vote. Nominated member of Lok Sabha will also vote. In fact, any member of parliament will vote. Okay. Who will not vote? C. That is member of legislative assembly are not going to vote in the election for the vice president. Okay. Then come to president. Who among the following are not members of college who votes for the president's election? Member of Lok Sabha, they are going to vote. Nominated members of Rajya Sabha, members of legislative assemblies, they are going to vote. Elected member of parliament and the state legislature. Why the star is there? Because some of the UT have legislatures like Delhi and Puducherry, so they will also vote. Okay. Who cannot vote? The nominated members cannot vote. Okay. So VP is the ex officio chairperson of Rajya Sabha. Correct? The Vice President of India is ex officio chairperson of Rajya Sabha, and he is member of the executive body. Okay. But who presides the joint sitting of Lok Sabha? So here there should not be Lok Sabha, there should be Parliament. Who presides the joint sitting of the Parliament? So when the joint sitting happens, suppose there is a deadlock between Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha, then the joint sitting will be called by the President, will be presided by the Speaker of the Lok Sabha. Okay. यानी कि ज्वाइंट सिटिंग क्या होता है? ये ऑस्ट्रेलियन कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन से लिया गया है कॉन्सेप्ट ज्वाइंट सिटिंग का. व्हाट इज दैट? लोकसभा में कोई बिल गया, पास हो गया, राज्यसभा में चला गया, राज्यसभा उसको 6 महीने तक पास नहीं करती है, तो वो बिल ज्वाइंट सिटिंग के लिए इनवाइट होता है. कौन करता है इनवाइट? द प्रेसिडेंट ऑफ इंडिया. ही विल से देयर इज अ डेडलॉक, therefore you should sit together and the speaker is going to preside and you can decide by voting what is your what will be the fate of the bill. Now coming to fourth question. The president can seek the opinion of Supreme Court on any question of law or fact of public importance under which article? This question is very, very important because currently the president has asked about this, about the role of the governor and the president for a pending bill in the state legislature. So the article for this will be Article 143. It is also called the advisory jurisdiction of the Supreme Court. It is also called the advisory jurisdiction of the Supreme Court. अगर वो आता है तो Article 143 लिखना है. Now, what is Article 123? It is quite easy to remember. Article 123 is the ordinance making power of the executive, okay, of the president also, okay. That is the executive. They are not the lawmakers. The lawmakers are the parliament, legislature. But parliament हमेशा session में नहीं होता है. Only 3 sessions are there, which are budget, monsoon and winter session. Apart from that, nothing is there. So suppose there is a recess, छुट्टी है पार्लियामेंट का, उसमें एक लॉ बनाना है, तो कौन बनाएगा? पार्लियामेंट तो बनाएगा नहीं. तब एग्जीक्यूटिव बनाता है. द प्राइम मिनिस्टर, काउंसिल ऑफ मिनिस्टर्स, दे विल फ्रेम द बिल and that will go directly to the president and he can promulgate or he can pass some ordinances. What is Article 124? Article 124 deals with Supreme Court of India. What is Article 110? It deals with money bill. Okay. Article 143, as I told you, is advisory jurisdiction of the Supreme Court. Now coming to how many national political parties are there in India. So there are under election commissioner or election commission of India is there. They are going to recognize only 2 types of parties. What are they? Either you can be a state party or you can be a national party. There is no concept of regional party in the election commissioners list. Okay. So the question says, how many national political parties are there in India? So right now we have only 6 national parties. Who are they? They are, first of all, the pair. We are going to remember by pair. BJP and Congress is the first pair. Okay. The second pair is Aam Aadmi Party, let us say, and CPI, Communist Party of India, Marxist. Okay. And then you have National People's Party and Bahujan Samajwadi Party. Bahujan means people, national peoples. Okay, that way you can remember. Okay. Now, this is also a very good question. The election ink developed by CSIR is mainly what compound? Silver chloride, which is salt, silver iodide, silver nitrate, silver bicarbonate. Okay. So it is basically silver nitrate. The election ink is basically silver nitrate, most of it. Okay. Now come to a state with most elephant population and tiger population. Okay. So let me tell you something before that. The state which has maximum forested area is the same state which has maximum tribal people and is the same state which has maximum tiger population. So it is quite easy. Okay. एक ही ऐसा स्टेट है, मतलब एक स्टेट है जहां पे मैक्सिमम फॉरेस्ट है, जहां पे मैक्सिमम ट्राइबल्स रहते हैं और जहां पे मैक्सिमम टाइगर्स रहते हैं, वो हमने देखा. Now come to elephant. That is also important. Which state has maximum elephant? You have the options. The correct option here is Karnataka has the maximum elephant. In Madhya Pradesh is that state which has maximum forested area, maximum tribal population. It is not maximum in Jharkhand, Chhattisgarh, Odisha. The maximum tribal population lives in Madhya Pradesh. Okay. And it has also the maximum tiger population. Okay, that is correct. Now come to which river crosses the equator twice. It goes up and comes down. Okay, what is that river? That river is Congo in Africa. Okay, so let us discuss about this equator. Equator is the largest, circle which can be formed on the globe. That is one fact. The other fact is the equator passes through 13 countries altogether. 13 countries. Now the equator also passes through a lake in Africa. The lake is called Lake Victoria. The other fact you should be knowing, which river is there which will cut the equator twice. As you can see, it is Congo. Congo is the river. Now there is a similar question which comes in case of India. In India, you don't have equator passing through it, but you have Tropic of Cancer which bisects India. बाइसेक्ट करता है, बीचों बीच काटता है. कितने स्टेट से गुजरता है ट्रॉपिक ऑफ कैंसर इंडिया में? 8. गुजरात, राजस्थान, मध्य प्रदेश, छत्तीसगढ़, then you have that Jharkhand, West Bengal, Tripura and Mizoram. Okay. Now 8 states it passes through. What is more important is there is one river which will cross it twice, and that river is Mahi. Mahi is the only river in India which crosses the Tropic of Cancer twice. Okay. Now this question also came last year in one of the examinations, so it is important. Which one of the following mountain range lies between Caspian Sea and Black Sea? Caspian Sea, inland water, largest source. Black Sea, you might be knowing, near Ukraine, Russia. Okay. So what is the mountain between these two? The mountain ranges which are in between these two are called Caucasus ranges. There is Great Caucasus range and there is Lesser Caucasus range. Now there are almost similar question which came this year in our examination. Pyrenean mountains are mountains, group of mountains, chains. Okay, they are between which two countries? That was the question. Pyrenean mountain kahan hai? So Pyrenean mountain are mountains between Spain and France. Spain and France. Correct? याद रहेगा. Atlas mountain कहाँ है? North Africa में है. एंडीज माउंटेन का है. एंडीज साउथ अमेरिका में है. चेन ऑफ माउंटेन्स एंडीज. रॉकी माउंटेन कहाँ है? अमेरिका, नॉर्थ अमेरिका में. नाउ कम टू एक्सरसाइजेस ऑफ इंडिया. So there have been questions which exercise happened at which date or something like that also. Okay, they're not just asking with which country, but on which date. So there was a question which I covered in my previous video about Japan. The same question came. Okay, Japan question came. Start. Okay. So we'll start with सूर्य किरण. सवेरा हुआ तो सूर्य किरण से शुरू करते हैं. सूर्य किरण किसके साथ है? इंडिया. ऑफ कोर्स इंडिया इज अ मेंबर. द अदर मेंबर इज नेपाल. सूर्य किरण नेपाल से होता है. ठीक है. कमिंग टू इक्वेरिन, मालदीव से होता है. इक्वेरिन मालदीव से होता है. Then cyclone. Cyclone is a military exercise which happens with Egypt. पिरामिड के बगल में साइक्लोन आ गया. ठीक है, ऐसे याद कर लो. धर्मा गार्जियन. धर्मा मीन्स धम्मा. बुद्धा's धम्मा. Buddha is worshipped in Japan and that is why Dhamma guardian. Okay, that way you can remember. Then Khanjar is Kyrgyzstan. Khanjar and Kyrgyzstan, they are similar sounding word. Okay, so you can remember that way. इतना याद हो गया. Then we have Varuna. Varuna is with France. Indra is quite easy. How Indra is easy? देखो इंदिरा का पहला तीन क्या है? IND, which is India, and then क्या है? RA, which is Russia. So Indra is with Russia. बंगो सागर, नामी बंगो सागर है, बांग्लादेश के साथ होगा. Tiger Triumph is with USA. Okay. Nomadic elephant is with Mongolia. Now, here we'll stop and revise. So actually, you have to keep in mind 7th May को क्या हुआ था? ऑपरेशन सिंदूर हुआ था. तो ये सारे एक्सरसाइज ऑपरेशन सिंदूर के पहले हुए. तो अगर आपको कुछ भी रैंडम सा डेट देता है, देन यू कैन थिंक, यू कैन अप्लाई योर ब्रेन. सूर्य का किरण कब उगता है? मॉर्निंग में उगता है. पहले जनवरी में उग गया. ठीक है, जनवरी में नेपाल से उग गया. इक्वेरिन मालदीव्स के साथ फरवरी में हो गया. साइक्लोन आया नेक्स्ट फरवरी में, ओके, विथ इजिप्ट वी डू दैट, धर्मा गार्जियन फरवरी मार्च, जापान वी डिड दैट, खंजर मार्च में हुआ, ओके, वरुणा is with France again March. March April is Russia and India coming together. Indra, Gangosagar, later in March only, and Tiger Shrimp in April. Okay, and nomadic. देखो अप्रैल में क्या हुआ था पता है? जब ये, अगर आपको याद होगा, ऑपरेशन सिंदूर जब हो रहा था, उसके पहले क्या हुआ था? उस जब पहलगांव हुआ था, उसमें जेडी वैंस आया था इंडिया, सो उसमें टाइगर ट्रम्प हुआ था, ऐसे याद कर लो। जेडी वैंस आया था तब टाइगर ट्रम्प हुआ था। Then nomadic elephant is Mongolia. Mongolia is me too. Okay. Now this much we remembered. Come to below. Shakti exercise is with France. Shakti. Okay. Simbex is with Singapore. Similar Simbex Singapore. Okay. Indo Corpat. Corpat it is called Corpat. So Corpat is with Indonesia. Indonesia. Yudh Abhyas. That is it. यूएसए, यूएसए युद्ध अभ्यास कर लेते हैं। यूएसए के साथ दो देखा हमने, एक युद्ध अभ्यास कर लेते हैं, एक टाइगर ट्रम्प कर लेते हैं। ओके, जापान जो कि आ चुका है तो आने का कम चांस है। जापान वाज विथ रशिया, बेलारूस एंड इंडिया। ओके, नाउ मलाबार एक्सरसाइज is with quad countries and there are 4 countries in quad: India, USA, Japan, Australia. Okay,